Good morning, grade 12s. To continue with the oligopoly, we are going to look today at non-price competition. This is also a revision from last year, and you can use this also as a characteristic. Okay, so when you are asked to discuss the market structure, you can add this as a characteristic if you wish to do so. All right. Now, we did say when we did the characteristics that in an oligopoly, they are price makers, they have control over the price, but they prefer not to change the price. There's price rigidity. Okay, so we said that oligopolists, they're not going to compete in terms of prices. In any other market structure, obviously businesses will compete in terms of prices. If I am in monopolistic competition, for example, and I want to increase my market share, I would decrease my prices. All right, then consumers that are busy using competitors' products will switch to mine and I can increase my market share. All right, because obviously if I decrease my prices, my product becomes more affordable. But in an oligopoly, they try to avoid using prices because of that interactivity. Okay, remember we said in an oligopoly, there's interactivity or interdependence. So one producer's actions is going to determine the other producer's actions. They are constantly watching what the others are doing, and they are never going to be 100% certain as to how the other businesses in this market structure will react to any changes that they make. All right, so they are very uncertain with regard to the prices. They are not sure if they should increase their price or if they should decrease their price because they don't know how the other competitors are going to react. If I increase my price, are they also going to increase their prices or not? If I decrease my prices, are they also going to decrease their prices or not? Okay, that is a reason for the King's demand curve, which we are going to look at in a next lesson. Okay, so in an oligopoly, they prefer not using prices to compete, and that is why their prices are relatively stable. So although they do have control over the price, they prefer not to change the prices. Okay, and the reason for this, as I said, is the uncertainty. Okay, there's enough competition from other firms, so it's not like there's no competition. There is enough competition. There are other firms there that they're competing with, and they don't know. All right, if I increase my prices, for example, and my competitors do not do that, they keep their prices the same. Now, I'm the only idiot that has a higher price, and my customers will no longer buy from me. They're going to go to my competitors because their prices are more reasonable, and that means I'm going to lose market share. All right, so simply because I am not sure what the reaction of my competitors are going to be, it is dangerous for me to make any price changes because instead of getting more profit or increasing my market share, I can actually end up losing depending on what my competitors' reactions are going to be. Okay, so the theory is, which we will look at when we look at the King's demand curve, but the theory is that if I increase my prices, the other businesses will not. All right, they will keep their prices the same so that they can steal away my customers. But if I decrease my prices, my competitors kind of have to decrease their prices because otherwise they are going to lose their market share. So I can't win. All right, if I do increase my prices and my competitors do not, I am going to lose market share because my customers will buy from my competitor instead because it is more reasonably priced. If I decide to decrease my price to try and steal their market share, obviously immediately they are going to take their prices down as well because they don't want to lose the market share. And then we are all just selling now at a lower price and we're getting reduced profits. Plus, this can result in a price war, all right, whereby we're going to drive down the prices, and every single time somebody takes down the price, everybody else takes their prices down, and we do it again and again and again until the price is so low that we are making losses. Okay, I mentioned in the previous lesson that a price war is initiated with the sole purpose of pushing your competitors out of the market. So by driving the prices down, down, down as low as what it can go, and eventually everybody making losses, it is about the strongest competitor will survive. Okay, the one with the most capital, the one that is the strongest, he's going to survive. Everybody else is going to not survive because we cannot afford to sell at sell at a loss for an extended period of time. All right. So the minute that there's a price war or we start driving the prices down, all the firms are going to be making lower profits. Nobody's going to benefit from that. All right. So also we don't want to do that. They don't want to increase their price. They don't want to decrease their price. And that is why prices tend to be relatively stable. Okay. But how do they compete then? All right. If they're not competing in terms of prices, what things do they use to compete? Okay. And that is where non-price competition comes in. All right. Non-price competition is any other strategies that they can use to increase their market share without having to change the prices. Okay. You must know this very, very well. It is something that they do ask extremely often, either as an 8-mark discuss question or as part of a data response question. Okay. When we look at the King's demand curve, I'm going to show you what the possible questions are that they can do in a data response question. Okay. So what kinds of non-price competition can they engage in? Okay. So the first thing there is product development. This is where new products with unique characteristics and variations in quality are introduced to attract new customers. All right, so in other words, you are producing more variants of your product. Okay, Coca-Cola is very good with this. Okay, the Coca-Cola company, they have developed their products. They don't just have Coke. They have added to that Coke Zero. They have Coke Light. In other countries, they have Coke Light with lemon. They have cherry cola, right? It's different product. It's in the same product line, but they take their one product and they develop this product and they extend this product to add to their product line and provide different variations so that people with different tastes, okay, people that might not like Coke, they don't like the sugar, so we take it out. We make Coke Light. They don't like the caffeine either. That's fine. We take it out. We make Coke Zero. Right, we don't like just a plain cola taste. Oh, it's okay, we add some lemon or we add some cherry or whatever. Okay, so they take their product and they make variations. They change that product slightly so that they can cater for everybody's wants. All right, everybody's preferences can be catered for. Okay, and apart from that, they add the Fanta, the orange, the grape. Okay, in other countries, there's like tropical and pineapple and whatever. They've got the cream soda, the sparberry, the ginger beer, okay? You name it and they've got it. So if you don't like the cola drinks, then there's lots of other stuff to choose from. They are not leaving a gap in the market. Whatever people's preferences are, they will have a product that is going to satisfy that need. They're not just selling one thing. They have a range of products that they are selling. Okay. Another option is advertising. Okay. Obviously, businesses spend huge amounts of money to establish brand loyalty with your existing customers. So the idea is brand loyalty means that even if your prices are slightly higher, your consumers are going to prefer to still buy your brand. So even if there are cheaper substitutes available, because you have established brand loyalty, you can increase your prices slightly and still maintain your market share because you have convinced customers that your product is actually better. You have created that brand loyalty. All right. Plus, you use your advertising or your marketing strategies to attract new customers. So you use it to convince customers that are busy using your substitute products from other competitors. You need to convince them that your product is better than the one that they are actually using. All right. So any marketing strategy that a business can use will be non-price competition. Okay, they're not changing their prices, they're advertising. All right, it could be using social media. Okay, it can be any kind of advertising. You can use social media, you can use television, radio, magazine adverts. Okay, special offers. Okay, you grab them with a special offer. If you can convince them, if you know that your product is good, you convince people to try it once. And then obviously if they like it, you have a customer for life. So you give them a special offer, grab their attention, get them to buy the product to try it the first time, and then if your product is good, they're hooked. All right? Publicity stunts, discounts, okay, anything like that will be part of your marketing strategy. How are you going to get your customers to stay, and how are you going to attract more customers? By not changing the price. You are not changing the prices. You are using other things. You are using advertising to convince people that your product is the better one. Okay, you can also make use of loyalty schemes. This is big now. Okay, I think if I remember correctly, Clicks was the first one with a Clicks Club card. All right, Pick n Pay's got it now. You've got the Checkers has got their own one now. Woolworths have got their cash cards. A lot of the clothing stores have got their loyalty cards as well. So by getting customers to sign up for the loyalty cards, you are encouraging basically the people to come and do their shopping at your shop. All right, for example, before Checkers now had their card, if you had to buy your groceries and you had a Pick n Pay Smart Shopper, you don't get a lot. Okay, there's not a lot of money that you get back, but every single time that you swipe, okay, every single time that you shop at Pick n Pay, like let's say every 10 Rand that you spend gives you 1 point. All right, at the end of the month, when you check your points, you might find that, oh, okay, you've got like 100 Rands voucher on your Smart Shopper card. Now, people would rather buy at a shop where they are earning some rewards rather than shopping somewhere else that is giving them nothing. However small the rewards is, because really it's not a lot, okay? But it means that people are going to be encouraged to buy from your shop because you are going to give them something back, some cash back or some discount on their purchases. All right, in some cases, like with the Checkers card and the Woolworths card, there's instant discounts. If you swipe the card and then you can buy 3 and only pay for 2, for example, okay? So it's not always cash that you're going to get back, but sometimes they give you a discount instantly. And people would rather do that. Okay, why would I go to Pick n Pay where I buy 3 packets of pasta and pay for all 3 if I can go to Checkers and there's a special currently if I've got my reward card and I swipe it and I get 3 packets of pasta and only pay for 2. All right, people like specials. Obviously, people's income is limited, so where they can get a discount, they are going to use it. All right, in the case of the Pick n Pay Smart Shopper, it builds up. Okay, so it builds up to cash on your card. Same with Clicks. Okay, one day you're going to go, you swipe your card for all the purchases that you make, and at some stage they're going to tell you, oh, you've got 150 Rand in your card, you wish to use it. Okay, so basically you are getting stuff for free. Eventually, you are getting something for free because of the points that you have built up. All right, so this makes that people come to your store instead of the other one because you are giving them something that somebody else is not giving them. Okay. Then they can also do product proliferation. Okay, product proliferation means that a business produces a range of products, again, to cater for as many tastes as possible. The car manufacturers, they are very good with this. Okay, they basically produce a range of vehicles. All of them, they've got a small little funky car for your entry-level student that's buying a car for the first time. They've got the responsible, safe sedan for the mommies to drive their little children around in. They've got the utility vehicles, the bakkies for the men that wants to like put their stuff on the back of the bakkie and their bikes and stuff for when they go and drive or whatever. They've got their fancy SUVs for the people that wants to go off-roading. They don't just make one kind of car. All right, if you take, for example, near the car manufacturers, they make a Golf, a normal Golf, okay? And then people buy the Golf because it's so cool and it's like a new shape and whatever. Then before people can get bored, they make minor changes to the car and now they call it a Golf GT. All right, they've maybe put a turbo in or they've color-coded the bumpers or something. Okay, they put aircon in there, they make small little changes and they call it a GT. And now everybody's like, whoa, it's a new car. Now we're going to buy the Golf again. Before people get bored with the GT, they just add a turbo or something, make a minor change, and now they say, ooh, Golf GTI, and now everybody's buying it again. And then they make some changes and they make a Golf GTI X, okay? People are stupid. They are suckers for things like this. Every single time they make an improvement to the vehicle, they change it in a small little way. That is product proliferation. All right, there's a range of products. You've got the big cars, the small cars, whatever. You are catering for everybody's tastes. People don't have to change their brand of car because they're in a different stage of their life now. Whatever car you had as a student and you liked, you're going to buy the same car, just a bigger one and a safer one when you're become a family man or whatever. All right. So they make changes to their products to suit the different needs of the people. to prevent people obviously from going to buy a car at a competitor. Okay, next very important thing is the packaging. All right, packaging, we are suckers. People are really suckers for this. If you put the same product, exactly the same product in two different boxes, the one is just boring. Okay, if you take Pick and Pay no-name brand Rice Krispies, okay, boring box, white box, blue writing, okay, it's boring. You can put exactly the same Rice Krispies in a Kellogg's box, and they snap, crackle, and pop, having fun all over that box. It just looks more inviting. All right, people like to look at the packaging. Businesses are using the packaging to attract the attention of the people. It's more than just protecting what is on the inside. The original goal of packaging literally is just to protect the product on the inside. Okay, we're keeping the product on the inside of this packaging. It is supposed to protect our product. But nowadays, packaging has become so much more. It is used as a marketing strategy. I'm putting my product in a pretty box, add some glitter on there, pretty pictures, colorful colors, whatever, because it attracts people's attention. And people believe that just because the box looks better, what is inside must be better. It can be exactly the same on the inside. And people are going to buy the product that is in a more inviting packaging, a packaging that actually attracts their attention. All right. Sometimes people actually just buy the product for the packaging. Okay? It comes in a pretty box that you can use for something else as well. People tend to buy that, okay, more than something that is in an unattractive, boring little box. Okay. Branding is also a very, very important tool. All right. Obviously, you are teenagers, so you know and you understand about brand preferences and brand loyalty and whatnot. Okay, businesses spend huge amounts of money to create this brand, and brands tend to go with a certain image. Okay, if you think, for example, like Mercedes, it's a more professional kind of upper class kind of vehicle compared to a BMW that is a more younger, more cocky, kind of executive, kind of new money, whatever. Different kinds of people drive Mercedeses and BMWs. The brand has a certain image. And people buy the brand because they believe themselves to be kind of that image. All right. Nike, for example, will have an image. Okay. Puma will have a specific image. People buy that because they associate with that image, that specific image. So once you have created this brand, then obviously you have your brand loyalty. Okay, you'll see I said the image includes a visual identity of values, attitudes, and behavior. So if you see the brand, you see Adidas, or you see BMW, or you see whatever, Puma, Nike, whatever, in your mind, an image comes up as to what you think people that buy that brand will be like. Okay, so as mentioned there, so certain brands of cars are known to be for wealthier people, and then other brands are more for the working class. Okay, like Mercedes says, those are more for the wealthier people, and other cars will be more for the working class. So they use branding to appeal to a certain kind of customer. And branding starts at a very, very young age. All right, if you go to nursery schools, if you take a toddler shopping, they are always going to choose to buy the T-shirt with the, Ben 10 on there, or the Spider-Man, or the Superman, or I don't know what they watch nowadays, the Barney, or whatever, much rather than a plain red T-shirt. It's brand preference, it's brand knowledge. Okay, they see the brand, they know Noddy, they know Barney, they know Spider-Man, and they want the shirt with the branding on. They don't want the plain red, stupid, ugly shirt. All right. So it starts at a very, very young age. People identify with a particular brand, and then they tend to buy the brand. So businesses spend a lot of money on creating this image that goes with the brand so that they can appeal to a certain kind of consumer that would then prefer the brand and keep on buying their brand instead of buying a different brand. Okay, just shortly, some other forms of non-price competition. Okay, there can be free deliveries and installation. Okay, if, for example, you sell washing machines and you provide free delivery within, let's say, a 30-kilometer radius, but your competitor does not, Okay, you both charge exactly the same price for the washing machine, but shop A does a free delivery and installation. Shop B says, no, it's your problem. You buy the washing machine, you fetch it, you go and install it yourself. Obviously, people that is unable to transport a washing machine, if you are driving a little Uno, you're not going to be able to get that washing machine to your house. You need them to deliver it for you. And if they are providing a free delivery service, you're going to obviously pick the business, you're going to buy a washing machine from the business that is offering you the free delivery instead of buying from the business that is not. Okay, so it's non-price competition because one business is offering you a service that the other business is not. Okay, extended warranties. Okay, extended warranties for consumers or credit facilities. Okay, if the one business says, right, you buy a washing machine here, we are going to give you a 1-year warranty. So within 1 year, if this machine breaks, we will fix it for free or we will replace it or whatever. But the other business says, okay, no, you buy a washing machine here, we will give you a 2-year warranty. So within 2 years, if it breaks, we will fix it or replace it or whatever. Obviously, you're going to go for the extended warranty. You are protected. It's like a little insurance policy for 2 years instead of 1 year. You're going to buy from the shop that gives you something that the other shop doesn't offer you. Same with credit facilities. Okay, if one store offers a credit facility and the other one does not, obviously during the times of the month when your money's finished and you don't have any more and you still need to buy stuff, you are going to prefer to go and shop at the place where you've got credit. The guy that gives you credit, that is where you're going to go because the other guy is not offering you the same thing. Okay, longer trading hours also. Okay, certain shops, obviously businesses have got their own trading hours. Okay, I know example trading on a Sunday, that's like everybody trades on a Sunday now. Okay, in the past they didn't. But for example, if Pick n Pay closes at 7 o'clock, but Checkers opens until 8 o'clock. All right, so obviously if you are working long hours and you only get home from work after 7, you are not going to shop at Pick n Pay because they're closed. You're going to go to Checkers. Checkers is offering you something that Pick n Pay is not. They are open when you are able to go to the shops. Extensive after-sales service. Okay, same thing if we go back to the washing machine example. If I buy the washing machine and I have issues, okay, it doesn't want to work properly, whatever, then some businesses offer your after-sales service where they will come to your house or they will help you telephonically to sort out your issues. Other people are going to say, no, I'm sorry, you bought the washing machine, it's your house, now it's your problem. So obviously you are going to go to the shop where they have better after-sales services. They're going to actually help you. It's not just sell it and forget about you. They're actually going to help you after you have bought this product as well. Okay, a big thing nowadays, obviously, especially with COVID now, is shopping over the internet. Okay, a lot of businesses have now added this to a service. Okay, Pick n Pay has got their little deliveries. They use the little tuk-tuks to do the deliveries. Woolworths does it. Checkers have introduced it now recently. So obviously, if you are a person that is very nervous about COVID and you prefer to not go to the shops at all for fear of being infected at the store, and you're going to then shop from a business, a grocery store that allows for you to order your stuff over the internet, and then they come and deliver it for you at your house. If the one grocery store doesn't offer the service, you are going to go to the one, regardless of who they are, that actually offers the service that you are interested in. All right. So again, it's one business is offering you something that the other one is not. It's got nothing to do with the prices. Okay, then additional services. Okay, banks, for example, if you buy your plane tickets, if you're going to go overseas and you buy your plane tickets on your credit card at Nedbank, for example, they provide you free travel insurance. Okay, so it's something that you don't have to buy additionally. Because you bought your plane ticket on your Nedbank credit card, you don't have to pay for the travel insurance. You are getting something for free, whereas another bank might not offer the same service. So you are definitely then going to buy your plane ticket by using your Nedbank credit card because you are getting your free travel insurance, whereas ABSA might not be offering you that service. Okay, another example of an additional service. I know Edgar's used to do it. I'm not sure if they do it anymore. Some people are very vertically challenged. Yeah, they're short. Okay. So it doesn't matter what clothes they buy. If they buy a pair of pants, the pants always has to be shortened because their leggies are too short. All right. Now, normally you buy the pants and then you either have to do it yourself or you have to take it to a tailor. You have to pay money to have those legs shortened. But Edgar's, if you buy a pair of pants at Edgar's and you hand it in there by their customer services, they will adjust the pants for you free of charge. Obviously, because you bought it from them, you can't go and buy pants from Woolworths and take it to Edgar's to adjust for you. That doesn't work, okay? But it is a service they provide. So if you are a short person that are forever having to have your pants adjusted, you are not going to go to Woolworths and buy them there, because then you still have to pay somebody to shorten the legs for you. You're going to go to Edgar's, okay? Because at Edgar's, you buy the pants, you leave it there, they adjust it for you, you pick it up. It is a free service that they are offering for you. Okay. Another example of non-price competition that is not on your notes is with Pick n Pay and Checkers. Okay, Pick n Pay had the stickies where you spend, let's say, 200 Rand, and every 200 Rand you spend, you get a little sticky. Then Edgar's or Checkers had the minis. Okay, then Pick n Pay had some animal cards, or the rugby cards, or the cricket cards. They had the little plants. Checkers had the little plants. Okay, where you get like herbs and stuff, or little flowers that you can plant or whatever. People are suckers for that stuff. Okay, again, you are getting something for free. All right, you are buying your normal groceries, and every 200 Rand of normal groceries that you have bought, you get a little plant or a little sticky or a little mini grocery thingy for free. People like that. Okay, so that's one way that they use. They don't change their prices. They use gimmicks like that to get people to come to them. All right, because people would, if Pick n Pay is just doing stickies. Don't ever underestimate the power of a child. All right, children will say to their parents, my kids would say to me, but I came from Checkers, for example, and they look at all the stuff that I bought from like, do you know how many stickies I could have gotten at Pick n Pay if you bought all of this stuff at Pick n Pay? All right, people are aware of this, and they know that if I buy my groceries at Pick n Pay, for 1,000 Rand, I can get 5 stickies at Pick n Pay. So they go to Pick n Pay, they don't go to Checkers. All right, and you will see there's always a pattern. Remember that interactivity. As soon as Pick n Pay offered the stickies, Checkers retaliated with their minis. And then Pick n Pay did something else. Can't remember the cards or the whatever. So then Checkers did something else. Okay, they have to increase their market share. Because if Pick n Pay has the stickies, nobody's buying it at Checkers. If Checkers are selling the little plant thingies, or they're giving you the little plant thingies, nobody's going to Pick n Pay. All right, it's a way of increasing their market share by offering something that the other people are not offering. Okay, now when you make use of non-price competition, this also serves as a barrier to entry in the oligopoly market. It is a barrier to entry because it makes it more expensive for new firms to enter the market. If you want to enter the oligopoly market, and they are, okay, all of your competitors are doing extensive advertising, they've got loyalty cards, they are doing free deliveries, they are doing longer trading hours, they are doing product development, product proliferation. To do that costs a huge amount of money. So I am not going to survive in this industry unless I do the same thing. If they're advertising, I need to advertise. If they've got stickies, I need to do something. And to produce those things, it costs me money. All right. So, for example, if you want to enter the car manufacturing industry, first of all, I can't come in with one teeny tiny little student car. All right. Because everybody else, all the other producers of cars, have small little cars. They've got the family sedans, they've got the utility vehicles, they've got the big SUVs, they've got this, they've got that. All of them's got a range of cars. Now I come and I've got one teeny tiny little stupid student car, and that's it. Okay? So I can't compete with that. Nobody's going to buy my one little stupid car. Everybody else has got a range of cars. And to do this product development, it costs a huge amount of money. Okay? Then my cars would have to be different from all the other cars that are currently on the market. So it can't be exactly the same thing. I have to make it slightly different to convince people that mine is better. Then I'm going to have to advertise extensively, and advertising is hugely expensive, so that I can try and convince people, stop buying Toyota, stop buying Volkswagen, stop buying BMW, come and buy my Lizzie brand. All right. I'm going to have to advertise extensively in order to attract their attention and convince them to switch to my brand. All right. All of this is going to cost me a huge amount of money, and then maybe the customers still don't even come. Okay, they still think my car is stupid. They still don't like it. I've spent all this money on trying to establish my brand, and people don't buy it anyway, and then I lose all the money that I have invested. So the more non-price competition firms use in a market, the more expensive it becomes. Okay, it does push up your production cost quite significantly. Okay, because all these things cost money. Okay, if I want to give them points and give stuff away for free, that is going to cost me money. If I'm doing free deliveries, it's costing me money. It's a driver that I have to pay. It's the petrol that I have to pay. And I'm not getting anything in return. It's free. All right, so all these non-price competition, all these things, it costs a lot of money. So businesses cannot enter an oligopoly unless they have enough money, enough capital backing to also do all of these non-price competition things. All of these strategies is going to cost me money. So if I don't have that money, I cannot enter this industry. So it's basically acting as another barrier to entry, an additional barrier to entry. All right. Just one last thing. Okay, your price discrimination is just a definition that you need to know. Price discrimination happens if a seller charges different prices for the same product but to different groups of people. Okay, so the same product is being sold or the same service is being provided to different people, and depending on who they are, you are charging them a different price. All right, they do this, for example, movie tickets. Okay, if you go to the movies, if you are a school child, okay, if you're a teenager, you are going to pay much less for your movie ticket than an adult. Pensioners pay less than adults. Okay, so they charge different prices. Everybody goes to see exactly the same movie. You're sitting right next to the person, okay, that you came with, but an adult's ticket is going to be much more expensive than a child or a pensioner. All right, the botanical gardens also, if you go there, they've got an adult price, they've got a children's price or a student price, and a pensioner's price. Hairdressers do this. Okay? They charge different prices if they have to cut your hair, if you're a male or if you're a female, a child or an adult. If your hair is long or your hair is short, there's different prices that they are charging. All right, that is known as price discrimination. You're selling the same product or you're providing the same service to different people, and you charge them differently according to who they are, their age or their gender or their whatever the case may be. Okay.